Mr. Blue, I told you that I love you, please believe me. Mr. Blue, I have to go now, darling, don't be angry. I know that you're tired, know that you're sore and sick and sad for some reason, and I can see it in your face. You've been wanting to break since you woke up this morning. Mr. Blue, don't hold your head so low that you can't see the sky. Mr. Blue, it ain't so long since you were flying high. Mr. Blue, background.
Welcome to UFN Live at 5.
Welcome to UFN Live at 5.
February 10th. I almost forgot the date.
It is the February 10th of the 10th.
February. Fix the photo. Fix the painting. It's weird to us. How you guys doing? It's good to see ya.
It's fine.
You know?
It's fine now. I think it's fine now.
It's fine on the wall. I think the camera's sideways.
That's...
You good? I like your fedora, Jack.
Thank you. It is a very nice, fancy fedora.
Yeah.
Who's here from Instagram?
Who's here from Instagram? Who's here
We're very
from...
quiet. Are you kidding me right now?
Oh.
I don't know why I'm not surprised.
We got this.
How about meow?
How are we?
How about meow?
How about meow?
How about meow?
How about meow?
I see 15 people in the chat, but only
Boom.
5 likes on this video, y'all.
Bro.
You be lacking.
Come on.
You be lacking.
Don't be slacking.
So, don't be slacking. Don't be lacking.
Be cracking.
Don't be
yo.
cracking.
Wait.
I just want to get to
Be cracking. Don't
be
listen
cracking.
to Sadie.
Don't not be cracking. And that is the T, sis. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about relationships. But I'm just going to, give us a little bit of a little tiny bit of a disclaimer. So if you've heard our music at all, you can tell that, we put out an entire album about it.
We're very experienced in romance.
We're extremely experienced in romances, and when it comes to heartbreak, it's like overwhelming.
Yeah.
But we do know a little bit about relationships and how they should go.
Yeah. And
You know.
Yeah,
sorry. I was gonna say like that Red Skull meme. I guide others to
a treasure I cannot possess. Yes,
that's like all of except for John, because he's in a loving relationship. But that's like the entire I want to say motto of Tremble.
Pretty much.
So yeah, so obviously that's a thing, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to talk about it today. So we have the good things, the bad things, and the me thing.
And everything in between, yes.
Ren called it. We can end the stream now.
Yeah.
It's over. Like, there's no surprise anymore.
Ren's saying, I'm guessing the stream is going to be John going like, Sparkle, Emma, Sparkle. And Jack and Sad going, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, but no.
Yes, but no. No, we have a couple things we're going to talk about today. John, of course, is going to go
I didn't expect to be attacked already.
You're going to go...
Or do we want to lay the heavy first? No.
No. John's going to be starting us off with the, what's her face? I always forget her name.
Emma?
It is? Okay. It is Whitney Houston.
Oh.
No, you're gonna be leading us on with the hand-eye coordination.
I was like...
With, Whitney Houston.
Drum
and
roll.
then Jack is going to be leading us off with Lady Gaga, and I'm gonna go to Justin Bieber, and that will be explained when we start. But anyways, go ahead and take it away, John. Start us off with our romance topic.
Yeah, so...
With
Right, well, it's just kind of talking around what it is like, what it takes and what it is like to have a relationship like that be successful. First off, the first thing, bar none, complete honesty. As pure honesty as you can actually manage out of yourself. The kind of honesty you'd want to be to yourself. Because the whole point is that this is going to be a person where you are committed to them in a way that's you are tied to them in a very loyal way through thick and thin kind of thing, and you're willing to make anything work for that to happen. And so that has to be built upon trust and being forthright. And so even if you have something in you that you like, I don't know how they're going to take it, you need to find a way to say it, because there's too many bad situations that you get yourself into when you lie by omission to somebody who's supposed to be really close to you.
So it's less just being honest when you're approached with something and more so being transparent.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm so afraid of it. And
Which I think is another point. I'm not John, but I can say that on something is like, it's not necessarily being honest and transparent if you just avoid topics because they don't happen.
Right.
If there is a concerning thing in your life, I'm sure John might agree with me, you talk about it.
Right.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that you have to tell them absolutely everything.
Right.
You might want to, I mean, they might ask that of you, or they might want to at least know what you do. Like, there's so many times where I'll be hanging out with people and, like, you know, like, go to a bookstore or go play D&D or whatever, and they don't hear about it until days later. And they're like, why didn't you tell me about that? And I was like, yeah. I mean, like, they don't need to be involved in absolutely everything you do, but especially the big things, if something's troubling you, they don't even have to be the first person you go to about everything, but they have to hear about it.
Right.
True.
It's something life-altering. If there's anything that might affect the course of the relationship or choices you might have to make for your futures, it's good to know about.
Yeah.
Which
like,
is
hey,
why-
I'm moving.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, for real. Which is why like relationships have such a big kind of stigma about them, and where people have commitment issues. Me, but it's not like a commitment thing. It's almost the fear of losing yourself in someone else.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That is one big problem, is that you have to make room for yourself as well. And I think that if you're both being honest with each other, you both want each other to not, you don't want to be this unit that's dependent upon each other. You want to be two separate people that are fully actualized and choose to be together.
Yeah.
In a very loyal way. So Emma's like, I disagree. I need to know everything. What are you hiding, John? She found me out.
Hiding many things.
She can read me so well.
His
John
other marriages,
is not wearing.
all of his kids.
John is not wearing blue denim. He's wearing black denim.
Yes.
How could he not have told you?
Of course. I gave her a full spreadsheet of my day's itinerary.
We gotta talk
You're
about
like, I'm wearing
jeans
blue jeans
now.
today, and she's like, yes, I can sleep comfortably knowing that my man is out there with blue jeans. And then you get a call late in the night. He was wearing black jeans today.
Betrayal!
Yes. Also, I see
Oh,
that Solon is married
Yeah.
to his work.
No, but,
yes.
and that is the prime thing that I appreciate with Emma, which is that we are very. I feel like even if like you never want to place something bluntly, like when it's careless, but I feel like there's always a form of the truth that I feel like I can tell to her that I completely trust her with.
Yeah.
For whatever it is, if it's a difficult situation, if it's something not even involving us, like it's something
He's
else.
so serious.
Yeah.
What would your position on the situation be where you're gonna make a life choice and you don't really think that their input is going to affect it at all, but it is a big thing? Like, say you were gonna move from one side of the city to the other.
Right.
And, I mean, it's something you've decided,
Yeah.
and their input doesn't really matter, but it does affect things a little. How would you deal with that?
Right. Well, it's a similar question about I need to go to school kind of thing. Like if somebody needs to go to school and they have to leave for a certain amount of time, or you have to do it long distance or something, that is something you have to let them know as soon as it comes up. Like let them know that this is a thing, or if it's tied to school or something, be like, I need to go to school. This is part of my life plan, and I want you in it, but you need to be okay with me going to school. You have to tell them well beforehand what you're gonna do, with as much notice as you can give. And so as long as they're aware that is, you are going to be pursuing whatever the thing is, then the hope is that if they're honest as well, they're willing to stick with you, or they're willing to tell you up front, like, hey, that's not going to work for me. Maybe, we need to find a different way. Or
Well, that's an important thing to know too. A relationship isn't always sacrifice.
yeah, exactly.
Sometimes it's compromise, and sometimes it's things are going to go away that I don't really like them, but they're going to be okay because you care about each other
Yeah,
enough.
exactly. Laying the groundwork is really important as well. Like, putting everything out there, like what you want out of life, and compromising for that. It's definitely tricky because there's so much to keep track of in your head especially as you get further and further out. I'm 2.5 years into a relationship at this point, and I am still extremely happy with everything. It's just, like making sure that everything aligns, and like I'm not,
Right.
doing anything that's like not honest, or I'm just.
It's almost like you're trying to work as a team.
I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
it's
almost like-
it's worse for me because I don't pay attention to things a lot of times.
No,
It's
yeah.
like, oh yeah, I was doing that thing.
Honestly, it always freaks me out whenever you say like the time you guys have been together. 2.5 years.
2.5
which
years.
which is scary because the first time I met Emma, they weren't together, and I was bringing her a cold buster through him.
Yes.
Because she was sick, and I was
remember
like,
this.
I was
It was a
like,
chai.
yeah, it was a chai.
I think it was
right?
a chai.
Oh, I thought it was a cold buster. Because honey
One of
citrus
us
mint
probably
tea.
got.
Something like that.
Yeah. There was a collection of drinks. 'Cause
Yeah.
We both
There,
got.
there were a
was a
couple drinks
beverage.
happening, but it was a drink. It was a hot drink, and it was to make her feel better. And I remember I was pulling up. I was like, "So who's that?" And like, it was just really interesting. Like it always feels like they've been together for like years or like 5 years or something. Is 2.5. I'm like, wow, okay. Thought y'all were married,
It's
but
both.
alright.
It's both way longer and it feels way shorter.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm like, man, like it has been like a really intense, like a long, lovely relationship.
Yes, Ren. This is my long lost sibling in front of me.
The other thing
Mr.
I did want to address in the chat, Bandito saying this is such a common trope in movies, Lamau, and that is actually why I brought it up. Because I see that problem take place in like a lot of sitcoms and movies and literature, and people talk about that kind of situation happening a lot, and they act like it's this, oh, well, crap,
Yeah.
this thing is happening, it happens. Look, and I wanted to explain that no, it does not have to happen like that.
Right.
Absolutely not. Like if you base anything that you're scared of based on like things you see in TV shows, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Please don't be afraid of that. Sensible humans.
Yeah. Emma says the
Don't
longest relationship I've had for sure. The only relationship you've had.
Aha!
Also, I love Taylor explaining what a cold buster is because it's a McStarby's drink. That was very funny.
Yes. The lemonade and honey actually would have been a good choice. So whatever
Yes,
it was. Yeah.
yes. In
I
the
gotta
chat, Taylor said that a cold buster is a hot tea drink with steamed lemonade and honey. It gets jade citrus mint and peach tranquility. And we use honey blend now, but we used to use packets of honey, and it was a nightmare.
I don't know what a medicine ball is. I don't know what honey pumps are.
We've talked about this before. I hate when people call it a medicine ball. That just sounds so gross. It's like
Weird.
Whenever I think of a medicine ball, I think of like a ball of like earwax / honey, and just like little like sprigs of lavender coming out of it, and just like it just like does not sound appetizing whatsoever. And I'm imagining people like taking a bite out of this thing, like it's
Oh my god.
like it's a giant
It's
gobstopper.
just the thing you
shape.
like do weird side crunches with, right? The medicine ball?
Yeah,
It's
well,
like the
that's a
weighted
workout
ball.
bar.
Yeah,
ball.
it's just
It's
a
workout
weighted ball.
That's what I always heard was a medicine ball.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I guess
Yes.
it's also called a medicine ball.
I do
I did
cook-
not know that.
By the way, this is off topic, but also, yeah, it's being mentioned about my chef skills.
Yeah.
And I recently got a sushi making kit.
Very cool.
Like an actual, like with rolling mats and everything.
Wow,
So-
we got one of those.
I'm gonna have to make you guys more sushi.
Yes. What, you're telling me you didn't get that weird tube pushy thingy? Like it's,
I wish.
it's so weird. It's like a clamshell piece of plastic, and like you put all your ingredients in there and squeeze it, and then push it out with a plunger. It's like this feels really industrial.
Odd.
But yes, back to the romance. Bandito actually posted a comment, says, yeah, exactly, like in movies, it's always this big conflict, and they're like, oh my god, now I have to choose what to do. What do we do? This is horrible. Like, it's not that deep, just communicate well.
Well, exactly. It's talk about big life changes before they become big life changes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, Lauren, respect.
Oh yeah,
docs.
getting your first pair of docs. That's a good time.
Yeah, sushi making stream, that sounds like a great idea, John.
Oh, totes, we can do that.
Yes.
Fair enough.
But
We'll
yeah.
consult
We'll
the
consult on
marketing
that.
branch of our department.
Yeah, we've got a couple of different
Yes.
stream ideas that have been happening recently. So that's a good
if
one.
nothing else, it's going to be an Instagram story.
yes.
So-
Also, don't worry, Taylor. I will save you some sushi because it totally keeps well overnight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before it gets too late in the stream, I do want to do a roll call.
yes.
We do have Ren as Snakeo, Band-Aid, Bandoid, Bandad, Bandiod, Jill, and Crawl. We have Et, we have Bandito,
Et.
we have Charlie, we have Carter, Maddie, Lay, hello Lay. We have Dimitri, good to see you, Dimitri.
Dimitri.
And we have Nightbot, of course. And I saw that we had a Cameron in here as well.
Yes.
Come
yes,
on!
Cameron.
Come on.
And then Solemn Artifacts. I hope you're going to be here this Saturday. I have to think of new voices for the other 100 characters we're about to meet.
Yes, I'm so excited. Okay, can we talk about like just 1 second real quick? His voices are awesome. Also, I'm the biggest fan of Like Eater there is. Also, I believe in you. You can do a Zelda's voice.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
But your cloth voice is 10 out of 10.
For those of you who haven't caught up, we are doing single-player gaming streams on Saturdays now, and Jack is doing Hollow Knight.
Yes.
So catch the second episode on Twitch under
Super
UFN
fun.
Music
This Saturday.
2 to 4. 2
Hey.
to 4 or later.
4:30 or 5 like it was last
Yeah,
week. So,
he went over a little bit.
just hold out. You might go until friggin' midnight because that was a really fun stream though. I remember it was super great. So join us on Saturday and we'll talk more about that later as well.
Yes, and carrying on with the last couple names on my list, definitely not the least, but yes, the last. We have Lauren, and we have, I think I might have said Maddie already, but if I didn't, hi Maddie.
Yep.
And then we also have Emma.
And Taylor.
And
Taylor.
I don't think I missed, I thought I led with Taylor, but
You might
no.
have.
My bad, I
That's
didn't hear.
possible.
We
But
get to
also
hang out with Jack
Taylor.
and Cornifer again. Yes, I'm going to put Cornifer on the street border.
Cornifer! I
So,
love
yeah.
Cornifer so much.
So
But yes, anyway.
I had the Celine Dion, right?
Yes.
So I will always.
Celine Dion and Whitney Houston. It's Whitney Houston?
It's Whitney
And Dolly
Houston,
Parton.
And Dolly Parton.
I've been lied to my entire life.
I thought it was Celine. Oh, Celine Dion is My Heart Will Go On.
Yes.
Yes.
That's why I was
That's
having a
why.
problem. I was like, I will always love you. That's not Celine Dion. That's
It
why I
took
was
me
having
a second.
trouble
I was
earlier.
like, not Celine Dion. Why? Titanic.
Yep.
Yeah. Exactly. That's
But
why.
yes,
So yeah.
it's and I. Y'all ever seen the Loog Noog? That's all I think of.
No, okay.
Okay, anyway.
You can't just say syllables and act like it's a reference.
Don't worry about it. Anyways.
Have you ever seen the Blarf Nom?
Have you ever seen
Oh yeah, it's this totally funny thing they know about that I also know about.
Have you ever seen the chair hair?
Have we really been so far as decided to use Go Look More Like?
What?
Yeah, me too.
I was trying so hard to understand what you just said.
It's not supposed to make
Yeah.
sense.
Welcome to Word Salad
Oh
with Until
my
Further
God.
Notice.
Yes.
Welcome.
Today's
It's a
lesson,
tasty word salad.
the bridge over trees.
The bridge.
Also, I saw the like numbers go up to 15, but now we have another person, so that other person needs to get on it.
That might
but
be me.
thank you, Jonathan.
okay.
Ah!
Yes, if
Like
you
the
are
stream.
here, if you do like the stream, give it a like. If you don't like the stream, give it a thumbs down. But like, why?
What?
Why?
The guitar was there.
Oh yeah, we are still holding on to your
I
Squire.
still have your guitar. Yep.
Yeah. Cameron, it's a thing.
Yep.
I have a guitar.
Oh yeah, we got JonTron references.
John Tron. Holy yes, that's exactly what I'm referencing.
Yes.
And holy yeah. Okay. So all of that.
Nostalgia.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, we have covered romance.
We have covered romance.
romance.
The hand-eye
Boulevard.
coordination of romance.
Yes.
And honestly,
Like a play, like.
we have
It's
a
good
good
romance.
romance. Good
It's good
romance,
romance.
not just romance. Because
This was romantic advice with UFN.
romantic,
Not financial advice.
Good
I don't
romantic
give that.
advice.
But
Heartwarming, lovely, good
What?
romantic advice with
What?
UFN.
What did you say about Lady Gaga?
I said, I want your love and I want your revenge. You and me can write a bad romance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah. My topic is based on Lady Gaga. It's bad romance. It's not very descriptive.
distracting.
You want to tell me what it is exactly I'm talking about?
I don't wanna be friends. You're gonna talk about romance and what it shouldn't be and how it's messed up. You're on the heartbreak trail.
Okay, so I'm starting out the heartbreak trail. Don't think you're in love with someone because you're infatuated with them.
That is the
Stop.
first hurdle to get over as you're.
And
We get deep today.
really sorry if you're feeling called out, but if I had to learn something from especially I've had to learn it again even in recent past. It's something it's a really hard thing to get over. How to know whether it's an infatuation or love. I mean, because just being infatuated with somebody, it's got a bad connotation with it. You think if you're infatuated with somebody that, oh, well, you're lusting after them. No, it doesn't necessarily mean it's about sex. It just means it's not love. It's not a relationship that you want. It's the togetherness.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like it's wanting to be with. It's in high school. Like if you're the guy that has the girlfriend, like if you're the jock that's dating the cheerleader, it's a status symbol, and it makes you feel like. I mean, regardless of what I mean, I know some people that were in high school. They had relationships. They're married now. Like
yeah. If it works, it works.
That can happen.
Right.
So, I'm not saying high school relationships don't work, but what I am saying is it's similar to that scenario. It's like if you're getting in a relationship for the sake of being in one and getting what comes out of a relationship, but not actually because you care for the person, you gotta pay attention to that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that a lot of people aren't guilty of it.
Yeah.
It's definitely a thing that humans deal with. And if you want to be that person, it's like, oh, I've never had that feeling. I think you're lying.
Right. So, in 5-year-old words, these 2 pens. This pen is infatuated with this pen. And that means that this pen has a huge crush on this pen, excuse me. And this pen may or may not like this pen back, but this pen just really likes this other pen, but isn't necessarily in love with them. Just kind of has unjustified likeness. So they look at them and go, well, I think that this pen is really cute and has, I like the way they talk and I like this and this and this about them.
Not even that. I just don't want to be the only pen in the bucket.
I just don't want to be the only pen in the bucket. But that's how, I was just trying to explain the first part. In 5-year-olds. So a pen likes another pen.
I love Cameron. Giants fan 219 is just like preach.
But basically,
thank you, Cameron.
If you're a pen and you like another pen, make sure that you like that pen and that you're not just infatuated with the idea of this pen. So.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Also,
Only Pen Club shout out.
Yeah, when we were talking about earlier, the relationships aren't always about sacrifice. CSM, everyone. Relationships are all about sacrifice. That line is sarcastic.
Yes. Yes. Relationships are all about sacrifice.
Yeah.
By the way, sorry.
Right. So the point of that being, if you want to sacrifice for a relationship that you're in, by all means do it.
Yeah.
But as soon as you start thinking that your sacrifices are not worth it, that's when you need to evaluate the relationship.
Yeah.
Priorities.
And it's at that point that you talk to your partner. It's not after you've been feeling like your what did I say? Sacrifices are being unregarded for a long time. And when you have the conversation, it's not you're not sacrificing as much as me.
Yeah. No.
It's hey, I'm putting a lot into this.
I don't feel.
And I'm not feeling right about it.
Right.
And I'm not.
I've been in that situation numerous amounts of times.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I'm putting in a lot here, and I don't feel like I'm taking out as much as you're giving me, or as much as I'm giving you. Sorry.
But I will say, be ready to have a conversation about it.
Yes. And if you can't have a conversation about that, you probably shouldn't be with the person in the first place. That's the thesis.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know if this is just me, but it's kind of resurrecting the point I made, but you need to be with someone you feel like you can bring that stuff up with. And I feel like
if you can't,
that's a problem.
Question it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's either a problem with the two of you or them or you. Or
right.
Just whatever.
I would definitely go with that's a problem.
Yes.
But I'm like, wait, hold on. It could be small problems.
Yes.
Or big problems.
Yes, exactly.
So yes, deal with it.
Yeah.
But be ready to deal with it, I think. And on a side note, being ready to deal with it. If you don't think that you can have these conversations with a person, maybe evaluate whether you should be getting into a relationship.
Yep. And that's the whole thing, honestly, and that's a whole nother thing we could go on about, is whether or not people are ready to get into relationships, and they do it anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
also at this age, it's kind of hard. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it's all right. I was just gonna cool Cardi a little bit because Cardi said, and this is making me realize how bad my past relationships were. Ha 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 ha. Which, I mean, if we can bring to light some of those things for you, that's a good thing. But definitely, we will get to some positives later. We're gonna say,
Yeah.
To quote Paramore, hold on to hope if you got it.
Yes.
That doesn't mean just because, like, there are so many things that could go wrong in relationships, doesn't mean you should give up on it. And don't let fear take you. But definitely be ready to wait for yourself to be ready.
But let's lighten the mood a little bit with a song.
Yeah, we should do that.
For sure.
We referenced one earlier. Do you want to go ahead and...
Yeah, let's do that one.
Let's do that one. That was a little more angsty than the other stuff we have going on.
So we're going to do a song from Tremble, which is all about...
Whoa, you're loud!
Which is all about relationships and what they should not be. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
if you're ever
if
having
your
a
relationship sounds like CSM, talk to me.
talk to me. Talk to Jack. I'll help you out. Yeah. But really, listen to that album and think about it like that. Thank you for joining me in that. got stuffed sharks in the chat. We got a stuffed penguin and a sloth. We have all the stuffed animals. In fact, we got the big koala from Emma. I am loving this.
Koala. I've bought her like 3 different sized koala stuffed animals.
Bet.
Over the
Oh
years.
my gosh. Aw. I don't know where she is.
Koala, don't you know?
Eric!
But my best friend actually just made me a stuffed animal. And I'm pretty sure they're on my bed. So be careful with that ladder. It's not connected how it should be. But it should be on my bed. Okay.
Don't ever forget about your stuffed animals. I keep mine in a drawer.
Don't ever forget about your stuffed animals. These stuffed animals have gotten us through many a nights of loneliness. Where you cry into them and you smell them if they smell like chocolate.
And you line all of them up around your bed so none of them get lonely.
Yeah, and then you have a whole council meeting with them, and you're like, hey, so this guy was a huge jerk to me.
Also,
you know.
we need to let you go.
To bring it back to a topic from last week, your circles of friends.
Yes.
If you're struggling with feeling lonely, and I get it, you don't want to feel lonely, call those people. Who are those people? Those people in your inner circle.
Yes. Those people in your inner circle. So we'll definitely be going back to that topic a couple times. But yes, definitely talk to your inner circle people. And I'm going to talk a little bit about something else that you guys should do. This is the plush my best friend made for me, by the way. It came in the mail a couple days ago.
So cute!
So cute. It's very squishy. It's squishy. It's squishy. And it's durable. It's very squishy. Anyways, so you hold your stuffed animals close. But you should hold yourself closer. And that's my topic. Which is why I said Justin Bieber earlier, because baby, you should learn to love yourself. And that's not in the sarcastic way that he means, because
you should learn to love yourself.
I do like that song a lot.
It's
and
catchy
if
as
you
hell.
think that I'm still holding on to something, you should go and love yourself. Because honestly, you should love yourself, no matter what the connotation is. You know what? Okay, Justin, I am gonna go love myself because I clearly don't love you enough.
I've never heard somebody call him Justin in a long
You know
time.
what? You know what, Justin?
Somebody you don't know.
You know what, Justin? But no, I mean, honestly, yourself matters the most out of things. Definitely.
No matter what, you gotta live with yourself.
No matter what, you gotta live with yourself. You don't have to live with these low-life people that keep dumping you, or not
just
even
drag
low-life.
you down.
They'll just drag
like
you down.
Like a jacket full of 3-pound weights.
Okay, but
Yes.
for real, we had never mind. Let's continue.
It's fine.
Or, let go of that person that, they dumped you. Clearly, you are better without them. And you can
Imagine
go
if
find
they stayed
yourself.
and lied to you for
Imagine
longer.
if they stayed and lied to you for longer. If they weren't feeling the same thing that you were feeling, aren't you glad that they're off doing their own thing now and you get to do yourself?
Yeah.
Like, come on now. But honestly, like, if you're sitting alone this Valentine's Day and you don't have anyone to hold close to yourself, grab yourself a plushie. Go ahead and friggin'
Snake goes there too.
grab yourself a plushie. And Snake is a person, so he's not
It
really
smells
a
like
plushie.
chocolate.
This is an owl.
It does. So
I love
grab
it.
yourself a plushie, draw yourself a bath, light some candles,
Bro.
and take yourself out on this Valentine's
Yes.
Day. You notice how there is one champagne glass here that is up top? That's because that's your champagne glass.
The other one fell.
The other one fell because
they're dumb.
They're dumb and they don't deserve you.
These are drink both of them.
Deserve you.
It's delicious. It's a Shirley Temple.
Yes, honestly. So, all that to say, you should learn to love yourself. And I mean, personally, I know that I've had some struggles in the past with that. But finding that little spark of I need to be here.
Rainbow.
For, I need to care more about myself before I can bring someone into my life with me, because that's a whole thing you have to get over first.
Yes.
Like I can't. He has little feet too.
Little feet tags.
I cannot tell you how many times I've told someone, you know what, not right now, because I knew I needed to work on myself. And that is the top thing. Like, definitely, if you are not ready yourself in loving yourself, then you are not ready to bring a whole nother person into this. Like, honey,
Yeah.
chillax. Figure
Yes.
yourself out, get yourself loved, get yourself cared for, and then bring another person into it. Because, I mean, when it comes down to it, that person will lift you up in other ways that will help you realize even more how much you love yourself and how much you love yourself around someone else.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That is one of the most true things as well on this topic, which is that even just from my own personal experience, I never had a successful relationship that lasted over a year even until I got a job and I lost, I had like pieced out what I didn't like about like my whole situation, about myself, whatever. And I started just going through them one by one. And so I got a job, I started losing weight. And then as soon as that happened, as soon as I tackled some of the things that were keeping me from loving myself and actually feeling like I have something to offer, as soon as I solved some of that, and then I got into a relationship, it was so much more fruitful. It was so much more honest. It felt like I wasn't dependent on this person. I didn't like, and you don't want to be dependent because then you feel guilty.
Right. Well, and being able to love yourself, acting in love towards another person doesn't feel like a lot of work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a really delicate balance.
Them loving you doesn't feel like a lie, even if they're sincere.
Right.
When you feel like you're not good enough or you're not ready.
Yes.
It's-
you can't accept their love.
Exactly.
Which isn't
And-
to say you can't be in love and not be depressed.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
That's
But-
the thing.
That is definitely a thing. But yeah, just know, like, you know, as much as you can do for yourself first, get yourself in the position to at least believe their love.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, get yourself in the mindset that you can accept love. And that'll just make everything better for you.
Christian Carranza putting up the heart.
So we
Yes,
are
Christian
kind
Carranza.
of cruising on today's stream. So I will ask Ren, what does that mean? We've got plenty of time, and I'm willing to tackle that one. What does that mean?
For the people watching?
Oh,
For-
yeah.
Okay, for people watching later, Ren says, okay, so Snake-O, Band-Aid, Bandy-Odd, Bandad, Bandy-Odd, Gyllencrawl says, how am I, Speech for short, how am I supposed to love myself when Jack Schaefer? Sparkle,
Sparkle.
/J/J, and which I think means joking. But, aside from the joking nature of that, what does that even mean? Because I want to address that.
Also, if you have any questions about any topics that we've talked about and you haven't brought them up, go ahead and ask now. Whether that has to do with good romantic relationships, bad romantic relationships, or loving yourself.
Yeah.
Because I will treat yourself.
Give us your thoughts.
Treat yourself.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
But
What is that from? That's from a thing.
Treat
It's from
yourself
Parks and
as
Rec.
Parks and Rec.
My sister introduced that to me.
Yeah.
Donna
Treat yourself.
and Tom
Yes.
they take Ben out to treat yourself. Because he
Bro.
needs to treat himself.
Yes. Yes.
And then he buys a Batman costume.
Sometimes you got to do that. You know, you can't just, you know, keep doing the same thing over and over.
I am the night.
And you good?
I am the night.
It means.
Sorry. But
Okay,
yes.
so do you want to read it, or I mean, you're the one that asked the question.
Yeah, it just didn't really clear very much.
Doesn't
up.
it? Doesn't. It's not a
Speech
clarification.
says it means how does the love if Jack? Well,
Welcome to word salad.
how does the love if me? Okay. How do I be in a romantic relationship if I'm me? Answer: I don't.
Whoa!
I gotta be honest with you, I'm still working on some stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And I cannot stress this enough. Don't. If you know that you are not in the right place, don't bring someone else into that. And that's a real big serious topic there.
not only for them,
both.
but for yourself.
Yes,
yourself.
exactly.
The
For both
person that
parties.
you're gonna be when you figure it out
It's not
probably
always-
gonna just have a really hard time dealing with what happens if you've committed yourself to somebody.
Yeah.
You're not always the same person when you're coming out of something like that, and it's
And you're gonna hurt
scary.
them.
And you're gonna hurt them, and
And-
it's a big scary topic.
Yeah. And if you choose to be in a relationship when you're younger, know that things are going to be in flux for a long time. You have to establish yourself as a person. with a career and be a person. Whether or not that career is high paying or you're just going out in the world and you're doing something to make ends meet, you need to at least build yourself up to a point where you're like, I know at least what I want to do and have a stable trajectory before things get easier. And so because then you can focus on more of the nuances of the relationship because it becomes a bigger factor. But when you're still building up your life, you have to both be willing to compromise and work a lot more to keep that relationship going. So.
Yeah.
Bandito said, I think a good 85% of my reasons why I'm unhappy at the moment have to do with feeling lonely.
I wanted to ask if they were comfortable with us addressing that one.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, because it's like, is it something that you would like us to speak on?
Right. So
We can say what we think.
Yeah, I was just gonna read the comment and then. So it's not even myself that I'm struggling with. Yes. Would you like us to answer that? Because it wasn't really a question, but yeah. And then a little bit off topic, Carter asked if I have a name for this plushie. I think I'm gonna name him Calcifer.
I love that reference.
That's an adorable name. From somebody who doesn't get the reference, I love that name.
It's from Studio Ghibli's.
You gotta give location
Castle. If you haven't seen Howl's Moving Castle, go watch it right now.
It's been a long time though, so.
Put the stream on in the background.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything about it, but we love Calcifer.
We love.
Oh, now I want to watch a Studio Ghibli movie.
Yeah.
Yes. So basically, that is canonical name now. So yeah. And then.
Okay, Bandito's cool with it.
You're cool with it? Awesome. So, have to do with feeling lonely. So it's not even yourself that you're struggling with. In this current situation right now, I'm not going to say the forbidden name. You know what I'm talking about. I think that it's especially like common that people are feeling really lonely right now.
People are super lonely.
Yes.
Totally understand that. And like honestly, I would say just be careful when it comes to relationships with that, because if you're just getting in a relationship because you feel lonely, that goes back to the bad romance thing where it could turn out not great because you're just holding on to someone because you're lonely, and then if things start to shape up and you feel less lonely, what are you holding on to them for?
Well, exactly.
Love out of desperation is suspect.
Yeah. And there's feeling unhappy, and then there's wanting to be in a romance.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're feeling unhappy because you're lonely, find some ways to hang out with the people that you love. Find some ways to communicate with the people that you consider in your inner circle. Now, I'm not telling you go out and high five them because the CDC would peg me.
Slap just like
but what I am saying is that you find the people that care about you, hang out with them. If social activity is what makes you happy. If just being lonely is making you unhappy, find some people to surround yourself with, be that physically or otherwise.
Right. Converse with them, be in the social presence as long. So, and here's the thing: is that it is a slightly different kind of loneliness in romance versus kinship kind of thing. And so, if you do feel like that's a difference for you, like a distinction, I would recommend it is an endurance thing. At this point, like you just try to stick it out, a perseverance thing as much as you can. Because when this starts to die down, there's plenty of people that are in the same position that you are that would be absolutely willing to search even harder to find somebody so that they, if it happens again, they can be with them.
The way I would relate to the feeling that I feel like is being described here is like you're unhappy because you haven't had a romance. I'm not saying that's what you're feeling, but I do want to address that if that is a thought in somebody's head. It's like if you're unhappy because you haven't been in a romance, think about what is it about a romance that you feel like is not there that would make you happy.
Yeah.
Find out what that thing is. And I'm not saying you're going to find out in a day. You may have to talk to many friends. You may have to take a month. You may have to journal for a while and figure this one out. You may have to sleep on it. Do some soul searching, figure out what the root thing is that you think you're missing out on. Because for me, and the way I say that is because for me, the thing that would make me unhappy about being in a relationship is feeling like I'm missing out on a part of life. And And that's really what it is. So what I needed to figure out, and what I'm still working on, is finding out what those parts of life that I think are missing are.
Yes.
And then go get them.
Yeah. And people are living longer and longer nowadays. You
Right.
have more time than ever.
Right, and chances are with this kind of stuff, you're going to go down a life path that's going to put you in a situation, a career, a way of living that is going to introduce you to some people who are going to be romantically right for you.
Yes.
Absolutely. And not only that, if you are going down a path that is meaningful to you, that is beneficial to whether it's society, to yourself, like whatever you're doing, that you're going down this path and you feel like it's the right path on a career sense or something like that, and you meet people in that space, it's likely they're on a similar trajectory and they are working towards something good as well. So you're not only waiting around doesn't get you the best people at all by a stretch. So pursuing something and discovering it as you're pursuing something else, discovering love as you're pursuing something else, is one of the better ways to do it, because you're both on a forward trajectory. You're not with somebody that you have to fix or they have to fix you kind of thing and pull each other along. You're both together and you're both going ahead in life.
Yeah. No, I think there's a big misconception. I think like you have to be best friends with someone before you're in a relationship with them. That's a really nice thing to shoot for. That would be very convenient indeed. But it doesn't always turn out that way.
Right.
Sometimes it's the person that has the most potential to be a friend, because it's the same kind of person that would be in your inner circle. If you're in a romance with somebody who's not in an inner circle of yours, doesn't sound like romance.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, that being said, I mean, definitely don't shy away from like dating or anything or something like that. Like go for it. But like,
yes, dating is not marriage.
Dating is not marriage. Go for it. Go stretch out your legs a little bit. It's weird. It is really weird the first,
right? Yeah. And there's a line between being in relationships and exploring romance and being in a committed relationship.
Yes.
That's the thing. You can date. I mean, when somebody tells me that they're dating someone or they're dating people, you can be dating 3 different people over the course of 2 months.
Yeah.
You go on dates. Therefore, the action of dating is occurring.
Yes.
It doesn't mean you're settling with anybody. It doesn't mean you're getting into a romance with several people.
Right.
You're testing the waters. You're finding friends.
Yeah.
Also,
and I was just gonna say, never feel bad about letting one of them go.
right. If anything, I mean, if you're dating people, I would say walk into a date without the mindset of, I'm going to find out if this person is a romantic interest.
Yes.
It should be, I want to learn this person.
Yeah, I want to get to know this
I want to know how much good they are in my world. Not how much good they can do for me, how much good they are in my world.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, like, the first date was always like, it wasn't necessary. It was just, it just felt like a higher stakes making a good impression kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, it was never about like pursuing a, like trying to extract information about this person, about, what they can do for you or anything. You want to go in there genuine to yourself and just, again, this is the honesty thing. Like, confront this person honestly with who you are. You don't have to divulge everything.
Yes.
But, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely not even a first date thing. Like, you go on to a first date, hey, so I'm clinically depressed. I have imaginary friends that I talk to. No.
Hi, so I got a lot of problems up here. No, but, yeah.
It's, hey, what do you do for work?
What do you do for work?
What are you passionate about?
What do you... Yeah, like I definitely, I remember the last date I went on was actually pretty refreshing because it was one of the only good dates I had been on. But we went out and we talked and we got to talking about politics and our views on that, and religion and everything, and just like mostly small talk things. And like, I don't like small talk, but I actually thoroughly enjoyed myself and the differing in opinions that we had on a lot of subjects. It was really cool to be able to have a conversation like that where it didn't feel like the stakes were risen, because I knew that,
Hold on, I've got to ask something very important. Did you just tell me that you're allowed to have a differing political opinion than a romantic interest?
I mean,
Because yes.
Because
Yes.
that's
Because-
totally,
yes.
totally possible.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's always going to be texture in how
Oh, texture.
in
That's a
each
good
person.
word.
I
That's a
love
really
that.
good word.
I love that word.
Because that's really what it is. Everyone's different personalities, and just because you're a different person doesn't mean that you can't like people who are different than you.
Yeah.
Like, you can have differing opinions than some of your best friends. I don't agree with everything that my best friends think.
Right.
I don't agree with everything that even people in my family thinks, but it doesn't mean I'm going to leave them or, not
I
be
don't
their
agree
friend.
with everything I think.
Right.
I mean,
Exactly.
A good portion of the people in my innermost circle of friends have the antithesis of political opinions as I do.
Yes.
Like, very different. But we love each other.
Mm-hmm.
So that gets in front of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
You can,
definitely.
you can have a discussion, you can have a debate, you can talk about it, but when it comes down to the people you love, you're going to decide not to fight about things.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Also, wouldn't it be so boring if we all had the same opinion?
I know, right?
Yeah.
We're all the
Like-
same. Did y'all watch The Fairly Odd Parents? They did an episode about that, where everybody was the same gray squid blob.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Everybody being the same would make music a lot less interesting too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Also,
Also-
I want to dump one of the songs on there and make way for another one that came to mind that I think
Okay.
is a little more appropriate.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, we should do it now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
We
let's
should do
do
it
it.
now. I want to do Missing
Um,
Out.
Missing out. Oh, that's a good one. That's a
I
good
think
one.
that's another one that
pretty
that a lot of things about relationships can be great
Really
about.
any song on Tremble.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen to Tremble, put it on repeat this Valentine's Day if you don't have a date, and either dwell in that. It's okay to be sad.
And
It's okay to be sad.
yeah, and listen to the song we're releasing.
Yes.
Yes.
On the 14th.
On the 14th.
Because
So
we roll like that.
we got one just for you. Not this one. This one's already released.
Yeah. You can listen to it right now.
Stream Trumble.
Stream Tremble. Stream Tremble. In the summer, we had 1,000 little things that kept us blind and ignorant of all the tiny little stings. And in the winter, those stings came out due to the cold, and love was getting old. You never told me how you really felt. We keep missing out on the good things, and we keep blocking out every good thing. But you didn't want any of that. Good, what is good? Oh, the springtime, when the skies were never gray, but we were full of colored words and pretty places, kept the dark at bay. All our hearts, they fell apart like leaves from branches in a strong wind, the same wind that seems to tear us apart. We keep missing out on the good things, and you keep blocking out every good thing, 'cause you didn't want any of that. Good, Spotify on Tremble. As long as a bunch of other relationship songs that are big heart feels. But yes, I mean, I wouldn't hold Calcifer any other way than soft.
Soft.
Softly. Softly.
Music makes me happy.
Music makes me happy.
Yeah.
We should be a band.
Dude, yeah!
Yeah.
I just want to play music all the time. Like, we should
would
totally
like all
just
the
do
time.
that.
If my hands didn't have a stress limit, I would be playing music all the time.
If my voice wouldn't go out.
facts.
Yeah,
Bro,
true
Whoa, I'm sorry. I was yawning again. My bad.
I can and have shredded my hands to play music.
Bro.
Not even.
Dude, Cameron has bled. I've watched him bleed on a guitar before.
Oh yeah, shout out Cameron, bleeding on a guitar.
Shout out Cameron in the chat right now. Go ahead and put some guitars in the chat for our boy Cameron. He's a homie. He's a straight
Guitars
up
and
homie.
fingers.
Guitars and fingers. But yes, if y'all have any other questions about relationships or anything like that, I'd be happy to answer. But I did notice we have 20.
Bless you. That was like
Gesundheit.
a beatbox in there.
Yeah.
We have 20 likes on this video, so thank you guys so much for doing that. If you haven't already, go ahead and share the stream with people you love, hate, and yourself.
Yeah, share it with yourself.
Yes.
Yes, Christian, I will get to work on writing the tabs for that.
Yes.
And I'll get them to you as fast as I can.
Also, we just did Missing Out, which our music video for that, and if you didn't know, we have a music video for that. It was recorded entirely by that boy, Christian. Also, thank you for the
Amazing.
guitars in the chat for Cameron.
I love working with Christian.
He also helped us film our New Year's Eve special.
Yes, he
So
did.
go back and watch that. Oh
Yes.
my god.
All the camera angles on Daniel and like us and just like the whole room with all the lights. That was all him. So thank you.
Speaking of tabs, though, I know it's a little bit off topic, but I was today thinking, oh, I should write a bunch of bass tabs for UFN and put them on Ultimate Guitar. If you're interested in that, let me know which songs you want first.
There we go.
Yes, for real though.
To mention, I was gonna mention something else about the video, about Christian. It had something to do with music video and Christian. And something else about taking videos and the lights and everything. Oh, yeah, Christian's such a great cameraman that literally after you guys are done video recording, he will help you tear down. So if you ever need someone, just hire him.
Yes.
Yes. Christian also has a podcast with Daniel right now. Yes. So go ahead and check them out. Christian Carranza on Instagram. Music by Daniel Sherman on Instagram as well. Amazing times. So yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm
We
just
love
gonna-
Christian.
We stand Christian.
We stand Christian.
We stand Christian.
We stand Christian.
Oh, for sure. Also, his tattoos are like killer. He's a total nerd. So, you know, talk to him about Star Wars, The Mandalorian, all that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a good song. That's a good song.
I'm just doing background music.
Just
so.
background music. Just a little, yes, I did.
Okay.
But yeah, and I was just wanted to quote something for the love yourself part. It's definitely a vine that comes to mind. It's just love yourself, accept yourself, love yourself. And he's dancing with the cardboard pieces. That's what you guys gotta do.
No.
Just love yourself. That's all we ask.
Dancing with cardboard pieces? That just makes me think he's dancing with like cutouts of Zac Efron.
No, they're like literally like pieces of boxes that he's like painted because he's homeless. But yeah, he writes encouraging things and then he sells them to people.
That's awesome.
Yeah, great guy. Great guy. 10 out of 10. Would commission him for a drawing.
For real.
Yes.
I want a commissioned drawing.
I want to commission drawing.
Can I commission you
with
for a drawing?
Yeah, you can. I will always take money.
Yeah.
You want to
can't-
give me money to do art?
I can't
Yes.
promise you it'll be out this century, but I can definitely take a commission. Christian said something in the chat. He said, "Oh, you guys are too kind. I come here to enjoy your guys' presence, and you guys shoot kindness my way. You're so nice." Psh, I mean, we love
Be
you.
good to each other.
We love you, Christian. So yeah, basically that kindness, but make it pew pew, as Bandito says.
Absolutely. But yeah. So,
Ren, I don't know if that's a very healthy want.
Yeah, Ren says, guys, should I get a cardboard cutout of everyone in UFN?
Carter is supporting this decision with a yes.
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of full body pictures, but I mean, we may or may not have media coming out soon that would be really good for that kind of stuff.
So, if you want to, I mean, there's a bunch of tutorials on TikTok on how to like print your husbando and waifu. So go ahead and use that.
Husbando and waifu, I love the terms.
Husbando and waifu. So, I mean, you could do that for UFN. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah. But,
Hashtag nerves.
yeah, just know, I know February is the month where everybody gets sad because Singles Awareness Day.
Single Awareness Day. But don't be sad. And romance isn't necessarily a bad or a scary thing. It's beautiful. It's love. Love is beautiful, and love is love.
Whenever I'm sad, I try to be positive and think that I know what not being sad feels like.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can always shoot for that.
Yeah. You don't have to be. This is a whole nother rabbit.
Yeah, it's a whole other rabbit hole.
You don't have to be happy. Mm-hmm. There's a quote from Dan Campbell from the Wonder Years that it's not about forcing happiness. It's about not letting sadness win.
Yes.
And yeah, that's.
Yeah.
You don't have to force yourself to be happy, but not being sad and just staving off sadness is probably the best general advice I can give as a goal.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I was gonna say, and to add on to that, I actually just saw a TikTok that said there's a different translation of Valentine's Day in Spanish, and it roughly translates to a day of love and friends day. So it's the connection that you have with other people. So if you don't have a love this time and you don't want to spend it with yourself, then you can always spend it with your friends.
Yes.
And do that. Like, it's about love that you share with everyone, not necessarily romantic love. But America. But honestly, like, that's what it's about. It's about just love in general. Yeah. So, yeah.
So I hope it's not misunderstood that I'm just like happy because I know what not being sad feels like. I'm not saying.
That's it.
I had to think about that for a second. The way I said it, I was like, kind of just sounded like I'm being ignorant of sadness. But no, I look forward to the next time that I'm not going to be sad.
Yeah.
Yes. And I mean, I will quote my mom when I say this. She says this a lot. Choose joy. As much as you can, choose joy.
Yeah, I'm not saying it immediately makes me not feel sad,
Right.
but it gives me something to look forward to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like, I can do this. I can choose a happiness thing. And sometimes you can't, and that's totally okay.
Right.
It goes along with like, if you never felt pain, you would never appreciate not being in pain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Want to do another song?
let's do another song.
Want to do LBO?
Yeah.
And I was like, you guys can do the other one, but I'm not involved.
You can. You can plunk around. You want to hold Calcifer?
I'll hold Calcifer.
Okay.
All right.
Here, really quick. Did you send it to me on band or?
I don't know. I should have.
All right, I'm just checking to make sure that I have these lyrics down because he wrote the lyrics and they're.
So we are doing LBO?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna join for this one. You didn't hold Calcifer.
Well, I can't hold Calcifer and play the bass.
He's alone.
How could you?
See,
How could you?
Got him.
He's not alone. He was with the owl.
How could you? Put him on top of this right now. There
Yes.
you go, Calcifer.
So,
He's got a front view seating. Hold on.
I'm too snuggly and cozy and relaxed right now. I feel like I'm falling asleep.
I know, it's such a good jacket. It's so cozy.
Yeah.
You
I
just
like
put the weights back in it so you feel like...
yes, so my shoulders get dragged
Right?
down and I feel joint pain.
Oh my god. Okay, but earlier you were standing up taller than we were, and you seemed a lot taller than us, and I noticed that in the chat, but yeah, I didn't want to draw attention to it because you were tall.
I saw that and I was definitely trying to make myself taller.
I could tell. You just kept straightening up, which is why I straightened up randomly, and then Jack was just slouching still, and I was like, he doesn't get it.
Sinking.
He doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right,
okay,
Bandito, I'm going to give you Calcifer to hold.
Yeah. Get him.
Bandito is now the holder of Calcifer.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah, I think so.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I never meant to tell a lie. I've said I'm sorry, but only ever in my mind. Curtains hang between us, but never seem to notice. I watch moment after moment, standing paralyzed, time after time. I think far more than you'd like. Of that I'm quite sure, at least for tonight. See, courage comes hard, and yet I wonder, is anything real? In nights when we smell like each other, I can't help but find these broken pieces laid bare with our thoughts. Yet talk is treason. It's not that I don't enjoy what we have, it's that enjoyment can go by so fast. Have you never felt alone with me once? Did you really never doubt your own love? You ignoring doesn't solve the problem. Are we different just enough to break up? You're correct. This is called lettuce, bacon, onion. We've got a lot ahead at our age. Will this end when our problems don't take center stage? But I lay in bed, forgetting everything I said. I feel the moment step out from my head. Have you never felt alone with me once? Did you really never doubt your own love? I've been beating up myself for too long. I don't ever wanna have to break up. Yeah.
So that's a new one. Currently going by LBO.
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 You will never know until it releases.
It's what is it? What does it stand for? It stands for
It's
Long-
truth in telling.
stands for
Long,
long bread.
bulbous
Oh, okay.
ostrich.
Long bulbous ostrich. It also stands for Leticia bread oranges.
Yes. It's double entendre.
Double entendre.
Let's buy oranges.
Yeah!
Let's buy oranges. That's good. All right, Bandito, go ahead and pass Calcifer back to me.
Yeah.
Thank you. So don't worry.
Lettuce, bacon, onion.
I never just throw Calcifer off into the fire.
All right, this is just a request from the John to the chat. Please stop mentioning food because I'm hungry. I'm really hungry
Love
right
but
now.
organic. Speaking of John moments, you want to take us away with a moment of encouragement from John? Motivation moment with John?
Also,
John Tent?
for a
if you
second
may.
though, Love But Organic from Bandito right there has inspired me. I'm going to write a parody song of one of our songs, and it's going to be called I Found Love at Whole Foods.
I love that. So Maddie is having a hard time doing homework.
Okay.
So
Okay. Absolutely. So,
Matt did homework? Matt did homework!
Maddie did homework.
Congratulations, Maddie!
Woo!
Look at where I got you!
You got this. Nice job. Very well done. I'm very proud.
Sorry, Maddie's not having
So
a hard
cool.
time doing homework.
Get
but
yourself an Otter Pop.
Other people might be. So I heard something about math earlier, Ren. So how do you feel about math? How do you feel about math, John?
I am not a fan of math. I will be perfectly honest. It's one of my least favorite subjects to do. On the contrary, Emma loves it. So this is the weird duality of her and my relationship.
Hey, relationships.
I know, right? She loves math, and
She
I
loves
cannot
math.
stand it.
He doesn't like math. See, difference is you can still love each other.
I like basic math. When you start putting in like Greek letters, that's when I have a problem. I'm fine with
Math is
variables.
math.
I don't like Greek letters specifically.
Yeah.
But math itself is. You should know that it's a taste of a different kind of headspace. There's an abstraction that's so pure in math that you don't think about. And actually having experience with it is really nice.
Yeah.
And is really useful. Even in just the everyday. In my own everyday, I do math so much, it's dumb how much I do math. Whether it's spreadsheets and just there's
just love math.
Yeah, there's an elegance. There's a systematic elegance to it that it can teach you. So math has, as much as you might dislike it, as much as I don't like it, there are huge reasons to do it.
Yes.
Really big reasons to do it, even just for your own personal stuff.
Yeah.
Math sucks. Okay, I hear you.
I got
But what
another-
about our understanding of math sucks?
Okay, let's not rabbit trail there. I noticed Ren said something about needing help taking care of themselves. So do you have anything about that today?
Yes.
You have any,
you-
you have any more motivational juice in you?
How do you love yourself?
How
Yes.
do you like
How do
yourself?
you love yourself? First thing to do is recognize that you absolutely treat yourself with the value you would treat another person that you really care about. Because you have a relationship with yourself. You have a relationship with your health and your well-being. And you need to treat yourself as if you were somebody. I love you creeping into the frame. You have a responsibility to treat yourself the same as you would someone you deeply care about. And you wouldn't seek to demean somebody that you care for. And so having this relationship with yourself where you identify the things that you might have a problem with and going about the most honest but careful ways to deal with them is absolutely imperative. So what I need you to do is think of your well-being and your health as your best friend, as another version of you that you are absolutely the closest, your closest person in your inner circle, right? And then use that feeling that you hopefully can extract from that to set out a plan about what you can do. And it doesn't have to be big stuff, all right? It can even just be small stuff, small things, getting certain things, remembering to clean up after yourself, remembering to take dishes out, I don't know, whatever, even if it's super small. Going on a walk every day. Doing stuff like that and doing these little things gives you the patterns that help you improve bigger and bigger things. Okay? So, as long as you try, please, just let us know how it goes.
Yeah. Calcifer also agrees with that message as he was nodding along and whatnot. Also, you're welcome for letting you hold him. But yeah, so love yourself, respect yourself, accept yourself, love yourself. But yeah.
What song was that?
It was habit.
That was Habit?
You started talking about
Habits,
building a...
right.
Yeah.
Patterns. Yeah.
Because he was playing Ravioli and then he started.
Yeah, I was playing Ravioli really slowly and quietly. Nobody taught me how to love myself, so how could I love somebody else? There ain't no excuse. I swear that I'm doing my best. Stan Youngblood. There you go.
There you go. That's Bandito is quoting Youngblood in the chat.
Eh.
I like a couple of Youngblood songs, but I don't pay too close. I'm sorry. Don't strike me down. But you know, Solom, I know that's memed to hell, but like legit, live, laugh, love. Live, laugh, love.
Yeah. In that order.
But yes, honestly, love yourself, accept yourself, love yourself.
Sorry, it was fake.
Sorry, I couldn't muster the sincerity for that.
No, I'm like I I just think it's such a cliche, overused quote. But I mean, I guess it's true. Just be happy and do things that make yourself happy.
Cliches. Some cliches are real.
Well, that's why they're a cliche. Like that. If you think about that, if you ever get like annoyed because someone's like mentioning a cliche or something, it's just like, why do you think they're cliches?
Yeah.
They're very relevant. And that's the little rant for today. That's what John was like, sparkle, 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 and Jack was like, ravioli.
Yeah, we all love in the way we know how. John gives advice, Sad has a plushie, and I know that ravioli is hilarious.
I won't pay my fees for the ravioli. Ravioli now. I won't pay those high prices for the ravioli. Ravioli, ha 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 ha.
It's still hard. I actually watched a video of Rob Scallon going over the riff, and he has a hard time with it. So I don't
Really?
feel bad.
There we go. There we go. So, proof.
Also, I taught it to you wrong. It's definitely just, it's a pentatonic. So
Oh.
yeah, it's the 2-3.
That's
Yes.
easier.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to go ahead and do another
Jack,
song?
yes.
Yeah, I think we want to do one more song tonight. Because it's 6:18, so it's 6:20, so we have about 10 minutes left. But I think we're gonna do that one. Yeah, we're gonna go off with with the song that we're releasing in 4 days.
Count 'em.
4 days, count them
1,
on
2,
your
3,
fingers.
4.
We got 4 days until this thing releases. I'm super stoked about it. It's really good. And
Also, Bandito being like, Jack's love language is ravioli. Close. I show I love people by trying to make them laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Not to,
I had a realization today that I am the class clown.
yeah.
was
I
like-
really, really wish, I really desire to be the guy that is the class clown.
Yeah.
Like, if I can improve your mood in anyhow, that makes me feel great.
Okay, so you're saying your
You do.
love language is acts of service?
Sort of.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Like, honestly.
All right.
Yeah.
Also, 4 days!
4 days!
4 days.
So this is what's happening in 4 days. Texted you again today. I can't believe you made me want you. I almost yearn for your face again. I can't believe you still haunt me.
Turn your phone off. We're at the movies.
Please silence your cell phones. Thanks, Geico. You asked me if I hate you. Ooh, I told you I do. I hate you. It helps that there's only like 3 lines.
Am I gonna hit it?
Who knows?
Let's see if I can do it.
You got this. I felt stupid for loving you. Get hyped. Because I told you we were through. And all the pieces are scattered now. But you can find it streaming anyhow. On Spotify. So look out for it on the 14th. I like that I hate you is being over review. You asked me if I hate you. Ooh. I said, how could you? I hate you. You asked me when we're had to mess up the lyrics because it's coming out in 4 days, and you know what? You can listen to it later.
The pure version.
But
Oh god.
sorry, I must have thrown you off.
No, you're
You were
fine. I was
trying
like ready to harmonize, and it's fine.
It's okay. It's okay. You can harmonize this song, Your Very Self, on 14th. Sunday.
On 14th.
Also, speech, telling it like it is. That's what my brain is. I hate you.
I hate you.
Yeah. I hate you.
I hate you so much I can't get my consonants out.
Oh my god, I hate you so much. I literally can't even tell you.
I
that
can't
hate
even
you.
pronounce T's right now.
I can't even pronounce T.
Because that song is called T, Stockholm Syndrome.
Boom!
Affectionately known as TSS.
Affectionately known as TSS. It will be everywhere, so go ahead and keep your ears and your eyes open for the song. But yeah, all that to say, I think this stream is sadly coming to a close in about 8 minutes. But I have a question. If you have a TikTok, if you have a TikTok, then I'm challenging you to make a TikTok using one of our songs, because our music is on TikTok and you can use it as a sound.
Yes.
And if you don't want to do that, you're not confident enough to do it yourself, go ahead and leave suggestions in the comments so that we can do it. You know, and I'll post mine on my personal account. Some of you follow me there. But yes, definitely. We're just trying to get it a little more, get our music a little bit more out there, especially since we're going to be releasing a new album in May, and it'll really help us out with that. Speaking of things that we're releasing and hoping to stream, like #StreamTremble, go ahead and stream Happier. I was actually playing it today. I was just like not even listening to it. Like I listened to it like a couple times, but I was playing. I wasn't playing. I was drawing, and I just kind of turned it on. Yeah. On the outside and turned the volume down and played it on repeat on Spotify.
It
so
vibes.
if
Welcome,
you have the
Sir
opportunity
Ghost
to do that.
Yes,
yeah.
thank you, Sir Ghost Blue. Do you need a down tune to I Want to Tell You?
No.
Okay. Because I think we should close out with I Want to Tell You.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
You know what I want to tell you? I want to tell you to have a happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And enjoy yourself however you're going to enjoy yourself. Loving yourself, loving other people that might be in your life, and loving romantic interests.
Yeah.
Love yourself. Know when to love. Know
when
how
to
to love.
Know how to love. Oh,
No.
that's cute. Love yourself. Know when. Know how.
I have been John.
No way.
I have been Jack.
No way. No worry.
Who have you been?
Huh?
Okay, hold on.
Sorry.
Let's try that again. Go ahead, John.
Let's try this. Round 2. I have been John.
And I've been Jack.
I've been Sadie.
And we have been
UFN. Also known as Until Further Notice.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Also, if you're just joining us, we do this every week, live at 5 on Wednesday, Pacific Standard Time. No matter how much you piss me off, you keep me humble, grounded. I love that about you. You really make me happy. I was hurt because I felt like you had so many chances to ask me, and that's how I know you're probably being honest about your no feelings toward me. No feelings toward me. I really wish I could start swallowing my pride, but you make me feel so safe inside. I really wish I could start being myself, but you make me feel like someone else. I think I'm ready to wake up now.
No burping.
No burping, it's not allowed. I think I'm ready to wake up now. It's been like an hour since my last drink, so I don't know where that came from. You can't say anything, you don't deserve it, no. It's sad enough I'm still around you. It's sad enough I wanna tell you. You brought up everything, I dug it up from anxieties and handed it to you. I am nothing. are breaking up now. Time stands still, I won't wake up. This dream sucks, I can't breathe, I'm lost. Why can't I wake up? Wake up! I think we are breaking up now. Time stands still, I won't wake up. This dream sucks, I can't breathe, I'm lost. Why can't I wake up? Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
See y'all later.
See you guys later. Have a good day. See you next week.